Here we are again, Ruby and me, trying to talk a little bit about a kind of current topic. Today I'm focusing a little bit on ear problems. We do see quite a few of those in practice, and one of the kind of reoccurring issues is about how to put eardrops into the dog's ear. So first of all, I just want you to have a little look at my little anatomy picture. The dog's ear canal is different to the human. We have a vertical ear canal, which humans haven't got. Then we have got a horizontal ear canal, and then we have got the eardrum. Most of the ear infections that we see in dogs are sitting really in this, so it's actually quite easy when we examine the dog to see where the problem is. And also when we then prescribe eardrops, we very much like you to put the eardrops reasonably well into the ear, so actually we are getting on top of the infections. So I'm going to kind of show you how to put the drops in today. There we go, Ruby. So one of the things that I suggest is that you make sure you've got everything ready. Always have a little bit of tissue paper, because generally after you put the drops in, the dog will shake. She will shake her head, so you have a tendency to kind of get covered in a bit of gunk. Having the tissue ready just means that you might just get it all covered on the tissue rather than all over yourself in the house. So let's see if you can do this. So what I tend to do is I tend to lift the ear up a bit, and what that does is it just straightens that ear canal that we were just looking at on the picture. So I hold that with my left hand because I'm right-handed, and then what I do is I take the eardrops and just tickle them in to the ear, and then I give that a decent squeeze. So I hold on after I've squeezed, and then I rub with my thumb in front of the ear and then my index finger behind, and then I just give that a little bit of a squelch. And most dogs actually quite like that. I find that quite soothing. So just give that a little bit of squelch. And then I just take this and just mop any kind of excess kind of drops back out again. And then, what I then forgot, but thankfully I got them close by, is to make sure that you give your dog a little treat, so that the dog actually associates having that with something that is actually quite pleasant. Because generally long term, the dogs that have had an ear infection, we always want to have them back in again to examine them, just so we can really have a good look inside the ear canal, just to make sure that we can see all the way down, to make sure we got completely on top of the ear infection. And often, after they have been treated, we would put in place a more kind of long-term ear cleaning regime, just very much to kind of prevent ear infections from happening, but also to detect an early ear infection. So, thank you very much, Ruby. You've been a star. I know you're only doing it for the food, but let's have a little look here, see if I can get you another little treat. There we go.